Welcome into another Mystery Fifth Hour presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. We got a full house today. You see Rockstar in the bottom box, Little T in the top box. That's Jim Dunaway. That's E.G. Emily Grace McWhorter. I'm Ryan Brown. Thank you for joining us. The Mystery Fifth Hour each week presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental, the local rental company you can depend on. All kinds of vehicles to choose from. Includes trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy in, easy out, easy to rent. Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, Coleman, 2nd Avenue Northwest, also Tuscaloosa on Skyland Boulevard. Call and reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003, 256-559-1003, or McCurryRentals.com. That's McCurryRentals.com. Everybody good today?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're all good.
I'm all right. I'm doing, just a day, you know? Yeah. What you got first, you son of a bitch?
We are going to pick up on something we discussed during the show and branch off for these two because there's some Mystery Fifth Hours we've done where we've discussed stuff like that, but we've gotten new influx of ideas here. So Dunaway brought us on the actual show today on the next round, which you can go back and watch the Friday, May 10th version of the next round if you want to see this. Urban legends about celebrities that have been debunked. These have been debunked by the celebrities themselves, right?
In most cases, actual documents like death certificates in the first one. Walt Disney's head cryogenically, frozen. His head's frozen for later in life or later in history later in the future to bring him back to life. That is not true. He was cremated. Beyonce faked her first pregnancy. Not true. She had the baby. Jennifer Lopez insured her butt. She says that's not true. So our question today is, what body part would you insure?
Yeah, that's right.
Mine would be my brain. No, I'm kidding.
That's right.
Michael Jackson owns the Elephant Man's bones. That was the one I really thought was true.
So absurd.
That's so interesting.
But he did not. He just tried to buy him over 20 times.
Yeah, how many times, Rockstar?
A lot, but it's just, imagine, like, are you really shocked by that? What's crazy is Michael Jackson's like, that's weird, but I'm not shocked.
Yeah, he is a weirdo.
But that is really odd.
No, that would be an odd thing to want to own. Yeah.
Why you would want somebody's skeleton at all?
Yeah.
Well, period. Much less the Elephant Man.
Right.
Because as Brown points out, we all look sort of the same when we get down to the bones.
That's right. Once you get down to the
That's
skeletons.
Not the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Halle Berry has 12 toes. Not true,
Not
she
true.
says. But of course, what would she say? But she says not true. Cameron Diaz washes her face with Evian water. She does, when on set, wash her face with bottled water, but it's not specifically Evian. She just doesn't like the trailer water.
Yeah.
And growing up in a trailer park, I understand why.
Well, to her point, they have to put chemicals in it to keep it from freezing in cold temperatures when they've got those trailers. So I guess when she's in cold temperatures, it's an issue.
Mr. Rogers was not a deadly military sniper.
So absurd when you say it like that.
Stevie Wonder was really blind or is really blind.
I do not believe that one.
Greatest entertainer of all time.
Nope. But now, who has debunked this?
Himself?
Because there's actual video of a mic. He's singing at the White House.
Paul
a microphone.
It's Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, and they're singing at the White House. A microphone starts to fall, and he reaches out and catches the microphone. Oh, 100% that video exists. You've seen it, Rockstar.
Yeah, but that doesn't say that he's. I mean, that's a long time to fake that you're blind. The kid's been famous since he was like 13. Like,
how else do you explain it?
Is it?
You can. I guess you could feel it moving. Like, I guess you touched his arm. Like, this is falling.
Yeah.
Is it full blindness or is it?
Well, I don't
what's
know.
the percentage?
He's fully blind.
In reality, Wonder has been blind since infancy and has advocated for people with disabilities, has zero eyesight.
So he just sees pitch black.
Yep.
Or is it? No, it's light.
he
It's
doesn't
light
see anything.
variations.
Yeah. I don't think you see pitch black when you're blind.
I don't know.
It's not like when you close your eyes. That's what I'm saying. Like, and they dream audibly, which is crazy.
Huh?
Yeah.
You
Wait, they
dream
can
audibly.
see in dreams?
No.
No, it's
No,
audible.
you just hear everything.
If you're born blind, you have no experience of being blind, so you don't have an experience of vision. So you when you dream.
If I lost my eyesight, so I've lived a long life of seeing things, so I could still dream, with my memories, and I would dream, that I could still see probably. But if you were born with no eyesight,
You have no baseline to.
you have no idea of what you wouldn't be dreaming. Like I wouldn't know what people look like.
Well, just imagine being how overwhelmed you would be if they found a cure for blindness and you're like 40 years old and you open your eyes
It's like
just
those,
crazy.
it's like
The
those
kids.
kids.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you love those videos too? Do you cry every
with a
time?
cochlear implant with the
I don't-
ear.
Yeah.
and
First time they hear their parents' voice.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Do those get you?
The ones that get me are the military surprise
military
homecomings.
yeah, every time.
So a girl that I went to Auburn with, she's from Florida. So I didn't know her in high school, but her dad is a pilot, and I don't know if what branch or anything like that, but he did that at her high school graduation.
cool.
Like she didn't think that he was going to be able to be there, and he was obviously gone the majority of the time, and he showed up at our high school graduation.
That's
Did you cry?
amazing.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Oh, I would have cried.
Yeah,
He showed up. You didn't show up.
I did not show up. I was.
What were you doing?
I was unaware that this girl existed at that point. I met
Yeah,
her
she
in
didn't know her
Auburn.
till college, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
missed
never
that.
took
one.
High school graduation.
Now,
I thought, like Post Malone, that girl went to Vestavia.
Everyone went to Vestavia.
now the other one is that Elvis is still alive, and
Right.
we did find the pastor in Arkansas that you guys say looks more like Kenny Rogers than Elvis.
Yeah. And Michael McDonald.
But then he tries to sing like Elvis. Like when he's singing the hymns, he tries to sound like Elvis. So he's either leaning into the conspiracy.
I think he's leaning into it.
You think so?
Yeah.
But then he denies it. Why would he lean into it and deny it at the same time?
Or
Little
somebody that went to that
attention.
church was like, does he not look like to sound like Elvis? And then that's how a rumor starts.
It's amazing grace. Yeah.
I like how he's playing the piano. He's all over the place.
I don't really know how to play the piano, right?
No, that's not shocking. It's fine.
So here's what I want to do. I want to ask these two, the urban legend / conspiracy
Okay.
theory, that they will stake their life on. Now, let me give you
gosh.
an example.
I don't know how to stake my life on it. but
Okay, guys, this is the mystery fifth hour. I'm just using words here. When I was in high school, and really in college too, about 2 or 3, but it was really more in high school, about 2 or 3 times a year, a parent would come to us or a teacher or something. They would, hey, when y'all are out this weekend, be careful. They're doing gang initiations this weekend.
Oh, we used to know that. Yeah.
There's flyers everywhere.
I'm like, well, hey, how did you know it's gang initiation weekend? It's like,
Is that like a place on a Facebook
it's
group?
always the third weekend in May. But they're like, if you pass somebody with the lights off, do not flash your lights.
Flash the lights.
I used to like it's on Sacred Hollow. There's no lights on Sacred Hollow, and that's where I don't remember. It wasn't my parents sitting me down and being like, we have to inform you of something. But someone used to say, never, if you're driving with someone with their lights off and it's, pitch black, whatever, then don't flash your lights at them.
And that was always the urban legend.
I still don't flash. I still don't
interesting.
flash my lights because of that. Because
Because
I
of
heard
gang
that
initiation?
even back when I was a kid.
Right.
When I was a kid, when I was learning to drive, I was
you heard
told
this
that
one?
back
No.
in the 80s.
So
I
this
have-
didn't make it to Atlanta.
This did
It
not
must
make
have
it
been
to
an Alabama
Atlanta.
All right, so the urban legend behind it, EG, was that the gangs had sent people out on an initiation
They had to kill someone.
to kill somebody.
Yeah.
The first person that flashed their lights at them,
Wait,
they
mine
had to
was
chase them down and
different.
kill them. What was yours?
Something not good. I don't
They're
think.
killing them.
No,
Little
yeah,
T, what could be
but-
worse?
Like something that you don't want to happen to your daughter.
Yeah,
Oh.
but not dead.
Well, I don't know what they did with them afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
But that
my.
was
Yeah,
Yikes.
that was always the urban legend, though. I don't know if it's. I don't believe it, but you do now because you still don't flash your lights at people.
Well, I just don't want to take a chance. I mean, just don't
they
flash
pull
my
over and
lights.
it's done away in the car. They're like, damn it.
I love the show.
Guys,
we
get
can
back
do
in the
this.
van.
But I'm sorry.
My thing with like stuff like that is your car is a weapon. You know what I mean? So like use your car to get out of
Yeah.
situations.
Until they sideswipe you, run
But
you off
keep
the road.
going. Like to me, like
Yeah.
when you pull over, like I was watching a documentary about this is total side note, the Boston marathon bombings.
Right.
And in the aftermath of trying to catch the 2 brothers, they carjacked this guy because he literally rolled down the window at an odd hour to let this man come up. The man reached in to the car and unlocked the door. Just drive off.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Hammer the
drive.
gas.
That's
yeah.
stupid.
Just hit the
I
person.
agree.
But you freeze. Your body's like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, I know.
Like,
You're
what is
also,
this?
if someone is, just fun fact, if someone's shooting at you, you're supposed to go towards them with your car to give them less of a target to hit.
Wait, but if you're going
Because
towards
if you're going
them,
backwards, though, they have more time to
That's
get
right.
set.
Yeah, like if you start driving at them as they're shooting.
yeah, but then you're
right, go over to get
you're
it, I
the
wanna write it
target gets bigger.
what?
Go over to get. I want to write it down.
Yeah.
Just some fun
On my
notes.
visor.
Okay, here's something.
Put it on my visor. Drive.
Here's something I do, and I do this to this day, especially at night. I don't
Yeah.
pull all the way up on a car
Yeah,
right
leave-
in front of me.
leave
I
room
leave
to turn,
room
yeah.
to where I can get
Yeah,
away
just
in
in
case
case
they
they
get
stall
carjacked.
out.
I've
Yeah.
never
Oh.
thought about that.
Yeah,
Car
so
jack.
like if this was a car at a stoplight, I don't pull right up on the bumper to where I can't get out.
Smart.
I leave back here. Not an annoying amount that I honk at you on 280 that, hey, pull up a little bit.
But enough I can
Yeah,
turn the
enough
you
that
camera.
I can
maneuver.
I can still leave.
So
if
I
need to
always
leave.
did that in case their car broke down, but that's a good idea if you get carjacked.
No, I did in case anybody starts walking up to me, and if I'm stopped at night, and I'm a grown man, I can't imagine you two.
Oh my
but
gosh, I'm, like, always
I'm
on
always
guard.
like looking around when I'm stopped
Same.
to
Well,
see if
I-
anybody's walking.
I told Anna Kate, when she started driving, my oldest, like if you are getting pulled over, if there is a police officer behind you, you go to a service station.
Yep.
That's right.
a populated area, do not pull off on the side of the road. And I'm
Even
like,
with a police officer.
even
And I
with a police
respect the
officer,
police,
I'm like,
but-
if the police have a problem with that, we'll deal with it.
Yes.
But I'd rather the police have a problem with it than you pull over somebody that's impersonating a cop.
They'll understand. The police
And-
officer
They,
understands.
they should, and if they
Yes.
don't listen, we'll deal with it.
Yes.
We'll figure that out. But I'd much rather you do that than pull over on the side
There's
of the
a
road.
number because that's
That you
my
can
dad used to
call.
always tell me the same thing,
Yeah.
and he was like, you can call. I don't know if you call 911 and just say, give me the non-emergency people, but you can call and they'll tell you. You can say, here's where I am, and then I guess they can tell you if there's
Where's
one in
like
the
a
area.
place
Yeah.
to pull over.
But that when you were talking about someone walking up to your car, that happened to me yesterday morning.
What? Little
It
T?
was no, it wasn't. It really freaked me out. So the night before, I was going home and it was night. It was dark out, so I didn't get, and I needed gas. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow.
For Modi's.
No, this was from.
That's when we all went to dinner.
I don't-
That was last
This
night.
was something else you would have invited to.
This, I was probably like, I don't know where I was. That's irrelevant. But
When you chased down a shower after your water was off.
Wow.
no, this was the day before.
Don't tease the water was off. So coming back from Odie's, my daughter came out. She said, "Poor Taylor, she's so stressed out." I was like, "Why? Because she got all these videos to put out for the region." She's like, "No, her water got turned off." I was like, "God, Taylor's not paying her water bill."
That's so old school to think that's why it would be the reason.
Well, I mean, that's like, I pay our bills though, so I knew that wasn't it because I was like, come on,
I know, I
I got
forget.
this. But I went, I was like, surely it will be safer at 7 a.m. So I go to the gas station. I noticed that there was this man, and he doesn't look like someone that you'd be freaked out by, and like he didn't look like he slept outside or anything. But I noticed him when I pulled in, and he was just sitting on a jug of water outside the door. And I was like, and I wanted to go in to get something to drink, but I was like, okay, I'll be thirsty for now. And so I stayed in my car. I pull up to the pump the furthest away, and my gas thing's on the same side as the driver's side,
that's
but my
nice.
purse and my wallet were in my passenger seat. So
I always lock my door when I get out to pump
Same.
gas.
Oh,
I
I
do
leave my
too.
door open, but
No.
I lock my door on that side
you're
so
a
nobody.
female.
I am. That's
are.
why I should be invited out.
oh my
One of you.
I should be on your group text.
Oh my god. Okay. You were. I don't know how many
When are
times
we
I've
doing
said
facials?
this today. You're outrageous. But you are. But so I look over. I was like, whatever, it's fine. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. That man's got to be tired too. He's not going to get me. But I lean over to my passenger seat to get my wallet out of my purse, and I have my mirror right there, and I get a glimpse in my mirror. He's standing at like the back of my, like I couldn't see him through
Like
my
in a
window.
horror film, he was over there, and
Yes.
now he's right there. Oh, God.
Yes. And so I couldn't see him through the window because he's like diagonal. Literally. No, not actually. But so we literally make eye contact in my window, and I was like, what? And so I just sat there for a second, and he was just standing there.
No.
Did you drive off?
Oh, well, so then I was like, I don't know what to do right now. So I was like, I'm going to leave and just go
Yeah.
to a different gas station because
Smart.
I don't even want to get out of my car because I know he's going to ask me for something. And so I pull out, and then I have to turn left to go back to the other gas station. And he's literally just standing there, like I'm looking in my rear view mirror. I'm still making eye contact with this man, and I turn left to go down the road, and I look over, and we make eye contact for a third time, and I was like, I don't know what almost just
that's
happened
scary.
to
It
me.
was probably a full service station. He was just coming out to pump her gas.
Hi, man, may I help you?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but it really freaked me out.
Oh, it sounds like
Now
it.
in the movie, if we're writing the script, then 2 miles down the road,
He's there
on the
again.
side of the
Yeah,
road
he's
again,
standing in the
staring
road.
at
He's
you.
like,
No,
Yeah.
no,
With
the
his
weirdest
thumb out.
part.
Hold the axe.
Yes, and it's probably bloody at that point. But the weirdest part about it was I went to a gas station. It was literally a block down this way.
That's not far
And
enough.
Well, no, when I drove, so I went there, pumped gas, and then turned back around to come to work, and he was not anywhere at the gas station anymore.
No, that's when I would have checked the back seat.
Well, I never got out of my car, so I knew he wasn't in there. But yeah, so
This is the Hollywood edition of Mystery Fifth, the
Yeah.
Halloween edition of Mystery Fifth Hour.
Yeah.
This is scary.
Well, I was going to ask as we continue the Mystery Fifth Hour, and please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel, do that. Make Little T happy and follow us on all social media at Next Round Live, at Next Round Live.
Yeah, if Little T just made you scared,
That's
give us
right.
a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, help her
Please.
out. Urban legend / conspiracy theory you absolutely believe in.
Okay, I'll start. So, do y'all remember like 10, I guess longer years ago now, 2011, 2010, when the Throwback Thursday became such a thing?
I do not, E.G.
Okay,
I do,
well,
yeah.
that was when it became a thing.
Hashtag throwback Thursday.
Hashtag
course Jim
TBT.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, TBT.
On social media.
on
yeah.
social media, you're
Yeah, okay.
posting
I got
old
you.
pictures.
Yep.
And I saw a couple years ago that someone was talking about that trend. They're like, where did that come from? Like, that is such a random
China.
thing.
China.
And the theory is that obviously now we have facial recognition on all of our
I've seen
phones,
this, yeah.
on like at the airport. And so to strengthen that technology and build up a database, they started that trend. So
US
we were
government did.
posting, or someone. We were posting all of our photos, and they were collecting and making it to be what it is today.
So the one step further is several years ago they did this aging thing where you could do your photo and have an app that ages you.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And you would say, here's what I look like today. Here's what I look like when I'm 70.
Yeah.
And the next step is now they've got your old. So now
Yep.
we've got a whole array
a
of your face
whole
right now.
timeline of you. And I wholesheartedly believe that. Like that was
Yeah, but I
cooked
mean,
up.
what better way to develop the technology than
No,
that? I mean,
yeah.
I believe that one. I'm usually anti-conspiracy.
Yeah.
I would believe that.
Oh, wow.
That's
Thank you, Dunaway.
when you said 2011 or whatever. I thought you were going to talk about the Coney 2012 thing. I don't even remember what it was now.
But I remember that
Everybody
now,
got
yeah.
on board with Coney 2012.
Yeah, and there was like wristbands and T-shirts and stuff, and they were vandalizing schools.
I don't remember
Like,
this.
Okay, hang on. I'll look it
Yeah,
up. I gotta
what-
refresh my memory on this.
What were we supporting? Or
Coney.
were we against
Coney.
something? Yeah.
Who's
He's a
Coney?
I
Ugandan
don't know.
militant
Yeah.
and warlord who founded the Lord's Resistance Army, designated as a terrorist group. He is 63 years old, still alive. I don't know what he's currently doing. Where are they now?
But wait, we were supporting him?
No,
No.
we were
It
anti
was-
him. Yeah.
Because he was trafficking children, I believe.
Yeah,
is
Wait,
what it was.
I completely missed this.
You did not?
It was
All
a
right.
huge thing around here.
It was a
That
campaign
and
for
not flashing lights.
campaign for justice in Uganda. A group of NYU grad students found out after designing a fake Kickstarter site for the Coney 12 campaign that it ended up being a parody.
Yeah.
So I just kind of boiled it all down, but apparently it was a complete parody. That
Yeah,
the guy
but I
didn't
remember
exist.
now. But he was
so-
Wow.
he was attacking people in Uganda.
That's right,
what it
attacking
was,
people
yeah.
in Uganda and trafficking children, like everything bad you could create.
Yeah.
But apparently the guy didn't exist at all. Coney 2012.
I remember being pissed off. Like, how the greatest military on the planet? How can we not go take this one guy out?
Yeah.
Can't
there's
find
just-
Coney?
Yeah, we can't get
Coney.
Coney. He's
Yeah.
so well guarded. We can't take freaking Coney out.
And
we
people
can't
were
drone
literally
this guy.
They were
Wow.
spray paint like people were spray painting like Coney 2012. It was
Yeah.
it was
I mean, it took over the world.
yeah.
Wow.
Or at least
my
Birmingham.
world.
At
It
least
took
our
over
world.
my world.
Yeah, apparently Atlanta's not on top
I
of
mean,
stuff.
Atlanta did not have gang initiations or Coney 2012.
Our gang initiation, what I remember was, and I think this was a story, that there was a girl driving, and the gang initiation in downtown was on the overpasses. They'll shoot at a car
Yeah.
and shoot through your windshield. And so, like, you just need to be really aware of that. And that was what we had. But,
Oh.
like, they'll shoot at you down.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
don't have to flash your
you don't
lights
have
or
to flash
anything.
your
You just gotta be
lights.
driving
They're gonna pick
I-85.
Yeah,
Yeah.
75 through downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
What
And
can
they're
I
on the
do at that
bridge.
point?
Yeah,
it's a random
if you're
shot.
aware,
Yeah,
that doesn't
No,
like
exactly. But it's like, well, say a prayer before you go under a bridge.
I guess so.
But the flashing
Wow.
lights were not.
Of course, on I-85, I'm sitting still, so
That's
they're going to be
true.
easy to shoot.
That's true.
Yeah.
In Statesboro, though, that was a thing that, like, my roommates that grew up in South Georgia, they were like, yeah, don't, like, on dirt roads and stuff. If you see a car stop, you don't stop. Don't flash
Don't
your lights.
stop. Don't flash your lights.
Yeah.
I
It is
just remembered
sad that
that.
you're to that point that you can't stop and give people help, but you
Oh,
really just
no.
can't anymore.
well, I don't. What would I be able to help them with anyway?
you
couldn't,
That's
but
me.
I
You
mean,
know,
like,
that's what my dad always says. He's like, I know you feel bad,
I know.
but you're not going to be able to do anything for them.
But a
Yeah.
good man or a good person does not ask a young girl for help for anything.
no, I would agree with you on
There's
that.
no
yeah.
reason that a man would ask me or Taylor for anything.
No, I would agree 100%.
Not
on
even
that.
a right.
you don't think I look like I know how to change a tire?
I mean, listen. I think
Really,
that-
poll question on this group right here. The 4 of us, 5 of us, although rocks are in. Who has a better chance of knowing how to change the tire up here?
Well, look, now that I know, because my wife had a flat last weekend, and all I had to do was call our insurance company. They sent somebody to change it and didn't charge me a dime.
AAA?
yeah. Now,
It wasn't even AAA. It was
Oh,
my
wow.
insurance company. And I will never change another tire in my life now that I know that.
by the way, I think it was last July. My daughter parked right in front of a drugstore in Homewood on the way to work, and I said, "Baby, I'll take care of it. Go on and walk." It was 2 blocks away from her work. You go walk. I spent 2 hours trying to change that tire, and then realized I had the same insurance plan and called a tow truck. It was there like that.
It wasn't even her car.
And just go, and it was up there. I was like, God, I could have done this 2 hours ago.
No, for no charge, brother.
Yeah.
You're paying for it every month.
And by the way, when they got there, they're like, God, somebody stripped the bolts. We got to read. And I was like,
I know.
That was me. That was me.
See what I'm
I
working
did
with?
it all incorrect.
Have you ever heard of Coney?
Yeah.
You did it.
Coney.
All right. What's your conspiracy theory you believe?
The Denver airport.
I've heard this one.
I
Yeah,
have too.
Have you flown through it?
Yes, I did recently.
Okay, so what's your thought?
I don't, this isn't one that I would go to my grave defending.
For those
but
of us that don't know, I like to know everything.
Do you know this?
I don't know this one. So what
I
is
know,
it?
no, like I don't really know details.
The Denver
this is just one that
airport-
comes to my mind.
All right, so the conspiracy theory is
The Illuminati's there or something. Or
yeah,
like,
Oh, okay.
that there's this underground
Network.
society below the Denver airport.
Okay. Like I knew they built in North Dakota. Apparently, there's something that was built during the Cold War by the military, and that was Illuminati stuff. I didn't know anything about the Denver airport.
the fifth area or whatever. What's it called?
Yeah.
Area 51.
Area
Yeah,
51.
No,
yeah.
that's in New Mexico. Yeah, that too. The new Dunaway, the next
Sir,
generation
don't you think
Dunaway.
we need a fifth by now? We got a lot of stuff.
So there's a Illuminati society
Okay,
underneath the Denver airport.
One of the most pervasive legends, this is from denver.org.
Oh, wow.
One of the most pervasive legends about the airport is it was built by members of a secret society. And that depends on who you ask. Some say it's the Freemasons. Some say it's the Illuminati. Some say it's the New World Order.
Maybe it's all of them.
And that's what they say, or perhaps all the above. And since they're said to be linked anyway, the piece of evidence for this theory is a dedication capstone at the airport's south entrance dated March 19, 1994. Sealed beneath the stone is a time capsule containing quote, messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094. And the granite marker depicts the square and compass symbol of the Freemasons. So
Why don't we just crack it open now?
that's a great question.
Like, let's
Probably because it's not there, I bet.
put to rest.
Yeah,
this
there's a
time
lot
capsule.
more than that. I'm not going to sit here and
There's-
read the whole thing to you.
I think that I watched, I don't know if it was necessarily a documentary, but I think
Yeah.
that there's some like intense video on the internet that me and my friends watched before.
Another related legend is there are miles of underground tunnels and layer upon layer of
Yeah.
secret buildings and bunkers beneath the airport.
Yes.
And all those secret societies live there. Some have
That's
suggested
spooky.
the underground layer may be home to something supernatural like extraterrestrials or lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's after Jordan Peele's
Your
horror
tongue
film
just naturally
Oz premiered.
went like a lizard for a second. You went.
Yeah. So you believe in the lizard people. There's apparently
I don't-
also apocalyptic artwork all through the airport. Wow.
Yeah. Well, there is. That's what, because after I learned that the next time that I was in the Denver airport, I was kind of looking
Like,
around.
aware.
But then you start reading into literally everything that you see because
Ooh.
I guess I've only had a layover there and didn't pay a ton of attention. I've
that's right, I
I've never
forgot.
been to Denver.
Yeah, your Denver airport experience was you and your boy Nick Pringle, right? That was the
is
airport.
that where my layover was?
Wasn't
I don't
it?
even remember. Maybe, but I was also there when I went to Red Rocks. That's where I flew in, and I was
Yeah.
like looking around.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
for
think
lizard
I should have
people.
asked Nick. I should have asked him
Nick
about
Pringle about the lizard people.
Oh, he'd have
Yeah.
given you a great
Oh,
soundbite.
I know. It would have been an amazing
it.
soundbite.
Yeah, someone actually was talking to me about our flight together at the Regent's Tradition on Wednesday.
So my conspiracy that I talked about the gang initiation, the one I actually believe in is that Lee Harvey Oswald did not kill John F. Kennedy.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Tell more.
No, I'm
Isn't-
now in on with
Oh,
you.
you're with me on
Wait,
this
I
one?
want to know
I've
your
been
reasoning.
against this forever.
Because
Well,
I'm
my
curious.
reasoning is I've been to where Lee Harvey Oswald
Went-
supposedly
yeah.
was, and they ain't a single chance he shot
Interesting.
John F. Kennedy in the front of his head from that angle. Zero chance, 0.0% chance that ever happened.
What? That was 1963?
Uh,
Or was it
22,
64?
1963.
Yeah, 1963. Yep.
So my grandfather was in the FBI during that.
So he knows the
And-
answers.
But we can't ask him.
Why?
You can
No,
ask
he
him.
passed away.
Oh, well,
yeah,
then
we
no, you
really
can't.
can't ask him.
That's all right.
No, I'd love to.
I thought Granddad just was
No.
kind of
Well,
quiet.
you'll have a surprise for you. You actually can.
Yeah, the Chinese technology. Yeah, no, I was always curious.
No,
about
I
stuff
don't
like
even
that.
think Lee Harvey Oswald was involved. But
was
I
the
s-
government?
Yeah. Well, I don't know the United States government. I mean, there are a lot of theories. Some think the
Could have been
Cubans,
the Russians.
the Russians, the mafia.
Could have been our own CIA.
I mean,
Yeah, I've always heard of the CIA.
But
CIA.
the thing is, it takes a lot to kill a president.
It does.
Yeah.
And to have I mean, it doesn't happen often.
But here, just last night, is funny Brown brings up, this is why I switched. I've been thinking it wasn't a government conspiracy until last night.
What?
And
Wow.
no,
Yeah,
really,
that's interesting.
timing.
I watched something with Tucker Carlson on with Joe Rogan.
Okay.
And Tucker was talking about how Nixon, that was all a setup, Watergate, because one of the reporters was like a Navy intel guy.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
He was a Navy intel guy, and it was the second guy in charge of the FBI.
And all the guys that got arrested were part of the CIA.
And all the guys were former CIA guys. And
Yep.
basically it was just as
A ruse?
Tucker calls it, a coup, basically, to overthrow the president of the United States and put in the only non-elected person ever in the White House was Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, sorry, continue.
Who replaced the elected vice president, Spiro Agnew, who got bounced for tax evasion.
Well, actually, what Spiro Agnew was doing, he was governor of Maryland, I think, Rockstar.
No, I'm not an Agnew guy.
He was taking bribes.
Yeah.
And
It's tax evasion.
there was I think there was a tax evasion case where it came to light that he was taking bribes.
Wow.
And he had to leave office.
Well, and because he went to Nixon and he's like, "Hey, I got some bad news for you."
Oh, not another thing. What else?
And he was
What
like,
a day.
I'm in some trouble here and I need some help. And they basically said, well, here's what you don't know is we're in trouble too. And we are using every bit of political capital we've got to save ourselves. You're on your own.
Ooh.
And basically Spiro Agnew was
Poor
like, all right.
timing.
Yeah,
See you
no,
later.
it's awful timing.
So then they bring in Ford,
Yeah.
who wasn't elected as the vice president, on the
Yeah.
ticket.
Right.
And then they get Nixon out, and so there's Gerald Ford.
Which is a weird conspiracy because what did Ford basically did nothing
Yeah, for 2 years.
for 2 years and then Jimmy Carter got elected.
Ooh, you know another conspiracy I believe in, going off of this? The Kennedy curse.
Oh, that's
Like not even.
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think it's obvious.
Like the Cubs don't win a World Series.
Oh, I have one that I believe in.
Okay. All
What?
right.
What?
That you just reminded me of that. I don't
Okay.
know about the Kennedy curse, but Drake, whenever he wears a team's
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
a team's
Drake
jersey
curse,
or
yeah.
whatever.
The Drake curse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just like, what's the Kennedy one?
The Kennedy one is that.
I think you dialed it back down. Well, what's the
That's
Kennedy
okay,
one
man.
again?
So not as
That-
exciting as Drake, obviously, but
Well,
okay.
no, I was just like screaming.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No,
I'm trying to not do that.
Like,
anymore.
remember our PowerPoint about flowers? Taylor got an orange flower, and it's passion about work and life.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Taylor's
very
very
passionate.
passionate. Yes.
So the Kennedy curse is that the members of the Kennedy family are all cursed to untimely deaths.
Well, this
And-
has been proven out.
Yeah, yeah.
Except
and
for Ted, who somehow has survived.
yeah.
He's not still
Teddy
alive,
just died 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, he
RFK,
survived a lot of stuff, though.
I guess RFK is still kicking. Obviously.
well, that is
RFK
That's
Jr.
his-
Yeah.
RFK Jr.
that
Yeah.
is Robert's nephew.
It's Robert's son, is it not?
I didn't
was-
think it was his son. I thought.
Okay.
I
I
thought
could
it
be
was
wrong
his
about
son.
that.
I actually just read a book in case anyone wants a book recommendation. Probably not. Y'all would enjoy it. It's called Meant to Be by Emily Giffen, and it's like a little spoof of RFK and Carolyn Bessette.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was
wow.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a little
Ooh,
spinoff.
Why don't we all
Book
start a
club.
book club?
Oh,
club.
dear
Yeah.
God.
Good
on
podcast.
Wednesdays
Damn,
before.
we got a busy ass summer coming up.
No, we do.
We got picture day.
Anywho,
No,
yeah,
just us girls.
Okay.
Just us girls.
Okay, what would you like to read first?
Oh, I get to choose?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it?
you're the
Oh,
pre-
the
you're
Sisters in
the
traveling pants, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can have small sandwiches.
oh yeah.
and merch.
I'll host.
Cucumber sandwiches.
I'll use my china.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we can do it once.
All I'm asking for is Friendsgiving. Can I be part of
Wait,
Friendsgiving?
yes, I wanted to do Friendsgiving last year with everyone.
Yeah, I thought we
Well,
had
nobody brought it
plans.
up.
We had
I
loose
didn't-
I know.
plans.
Do
Yeah.
what?
We had loose plans for that at one point.
Yeah. We just
I didn't know
have a
anything
lot
about
going
it.
on.
We
over
do.
there.
I mean, that
my
is Iron Bowl week. It is generally a busy week
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
us.
Oh,
We need to do it the
Friendsgiving
week.
can be before, anytime
Well, I mean,
before.
now
It's
yeah.
just going to be a November holiday in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
That is the Mystery Fifth Hour.
What just happened?
I don't know. I thought we did a show. Presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental. If you need a car, van, or truck, you go to McCurry. All kinds of vehicles to choose from, trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy to rent, in and out fast. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Also Tuscaloosa, Skyline Boulevard. Call and reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. That's McCurryRentals.com. Please give us a thumbs up if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel. Please do that. Set your alerts so you know when we're live. And follow us on all social media at Next Round Live, at Next Round Live.
Second Tuesdays? Good for the book club.
Yeah, that's great.
The second, I'm gonna be out of the country next Tuesday. Hey, I'll participate if I can bring Lincoln.
Yeah.
He would like a book club. He likes to read.
That's on Dunaway's level.
I guarantee he's read more books than me already. By the way, I would hate a book club. So
Yeah.
Lincoln, why do you think George is so damn curious?
Thank you for joining us for the Mystery Fifth Hour.